Hi everyone, it's Cindy and welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to finally be able to share with you a new build. I know it has been almost 2 months since I put out my last build, but thank you again to everyone for all of your support and comments and just excitement over the new For Rent pack coming out. It has really helped me to work through rather my burnout and get some inspiration. But I wanted to start with something that was a bit on the small side and manageable and just get back into that routine. So today we are building some container or shipping container houses with the intention that these were built as like a government funded project for housing homeless Sims was the idea. And the inspiration behind this came from this picture from Pinterest, and this is a project that has actually been done in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And what I really liked about this, anyone can create a shipping container build. That's very easy. But I really loved the front porch and just the lines of like the roof. And I found that really an interesting shape. And I wanted to play with that in the game. So I have recreated that here. And I am really happy with how it turned out. And I hope you will also agree. So, as I said, this is a very small build. I'm actually building in Newcrest on Beach Byway, which is a 30 by 20 lot. But on the gallery, I swap it over to 23 Eucalyptus Lane in San Sequoia because technically I'm building facing the side of this lot. So the gallery image did not look good at all. But you could place this on any 30 by 20 lot of your choice. And as I said, it is available on the gallery. You can find it using my EAID or hashtag Hyggehaven. That's HYGGEHAVEN. And the total lot price is 74,195 simoleons. It's approximately about 15,000 simoleons per unit, but I'm not entirely sure because I will be updating this lot for the residential rental lot type when For Rent comes out, and I'm not really sure what that will end up being for the rental price in the new pack, but if you want to play with it right now, that is the amount. And I have done like a pack restriction with this build as well. So you're primarily going to need Eco Lifestyle, Snowy Escape, and Get to Work. Also, there's seasons mainly for like the thermostat, and then there's a couple of other packs like Laundry Day because I did put a laundry room in. There's like a couple of tiny other packs that like literally only have like one item. So you're really not, missing out if you don't have some of those other packs. But Eco Lifestyle, Snowy Escape, Get to Work, and Laundry Day, and you'll be fine. But this is going to be a lot of 4 units. They are all 1 bedroom, 1 bath units. You could, of course, have more than just one sim living in these units. You could easily house, a couple or a pair or maybe even 3 roommates living in them. You could do like a parent-child combination. You could, of course, have pets in here. So there are still a lot of options, even though they are smaller units. And I've kept the furnishings, well, I've mainly kept it unfurnished because when I built this, we hadn't seen the gameplay trailer yet, so we didn't really know if the apartments or the units should be furnished or unfurnished. So I've only put in a kitchen and a bath in each of the units, and I will also be adding in some more windows shortly, but I really wanted to get the floor plan added and, place like the major appliances and things like that so that I wasn't moving windows all over the place. But as far as the few furnishings I have included, I kept the counters very basic. They're the cheapest counters in the game, but then I went a little bit more like mid-range for the cost of the appliances and the plumbing. Obviously, if you want to make these even cheaper units, you can swap those out for, the lower cost options. But, that was kind of my thought process. But do let me know in the comments if you would like for me, when I update this, to be compatible with For Rent, if you'd like to see the units furnished, and I would be happy to go ahead and furnish them. So let me know your thoughts. If you prefer furnishing them yourself, then that is entirely possible as well. I also added in some fire alarms to each unit, but I take those out off camera later, and I just replaced all of the individual fire alarms with the fire prevention system, which is going to be going down into a basement level because I think it works out kind of cheaper, just because there were so many fire alarms. But here you can see once I finished the one container and I was happy with how that had turned out, then I'm just copying over all of the rooms for the other three, and I'm just going to color them all fun colors. All of the doors match as well, which is super fun. And I also go in and fix the windows because I realize some of them are going to be facing into other apartments at the moment. So I'll fix those up in a little bit as well. So I had so much fun with these little containers, and I am also going to be adding in like a little shared community space in between the second and the third units. There's going to be like a little community garden in there and a little seating area, and you can see I'm starting to work on that now because each of the rental units is actually finished, which is awesome. And there's also going to be like a little grilling area, and when I update it with the for rent pack when that comes out, I'd also like to maybe add in like the hopscotch and a little place for marbles in case you do have a family that has one or more children living in this space as well, and then they have a little area for activities. And as I said, I am going to be adding in laundry. That's going to be in a basement area where there will be a shared laundry space. And I'm also going to add a utility area in there because, as we've seen, there will be a new boiler unit object and electrical panel. And I figured we'd just put all of that down in the basement. So that's where I'm adding in the basement just here, so we can include those features. And at the end of the video, you'll also see I go in on the roof and I add in solar panels to all of the buildings. I think I have 4 on each rooftop. You could, of course, remove those entirely or reduce the number if that is too expensive for your thoughts in the game. I was also thinking I would maybe swap out some of the solar panels for like the solar panel powered boiler, the rooftop boiler that we've seen in some of the videos and screenshots. That could be a cool idea as well. So that was my thought there. So this room here on the left is going to be the utility room. And then on the right, we're going to put in the laundry room. I love the bright yellow laundry machines that I've added in here, you know, a little pop of sunny color. And then we're just putting in a couple of things here in the laundry room, but I kept it really simple. And I was also really pleased. I remembered that we have these new signages that are now base game, so I've added those in as well. I think that's the first time I've gotten to use them, so that was pretty fun. And in the utility room here, this is where I later add in the fire prevention system. So just going back to this upstairs or outdoor rather area here, the shared community space, this is where I'm putting in like the little picnic area and grilling space. I do add in some string lights, really, really pretty string lights from Cottage Living just over the picnic table. It is the only cottage living item in the entire build. So if you don't have cottage living, don't worry. You can easily do with not having those lights. You could replace them with other lights or just not bother to put in any lights over top of that area at all. So don't feel like you can't download this pack if you don't have cottage living. But we are nearly at the end of this build. As I said, it is small. I do have ideas for other rental units, but if you have some you'd like to see me do, please do let me know as well. I'd be happy to have a go with them. But if you enjoyed this video, a like is always much appreciated. If you are new, consider subscribing and click that bell to be notified of future uploads. But that is just about everything for today. We're just going to do some terrain paint and, as I said, the solar panels. As I said, let me know in the comments if you would be interested in seeing a furnished version of this build once the for rent pack comes out, and I'd be happy to do that. But that is everything for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave you all with the screenshots and have a lovely day.